Hello, and welcome to GGJ Next. We believe that game jams are a great tool for education. Game development is inherently interdisciplinary. You're dealing with computer science, mathematics, art, animation, music, all kinds of disciplines that are coming together in one. And so there's lots of skills that are being built for a variety of jobs and careers in the technical sector, the entertainment sector, and many others besides. Video games are a way for people to create and to express themselves in a 21st century medium. And it's essentially a college level course in one weekend. If you think of a typical course being 3 credit hours, that's 3 hours per week times 15 weeks for a semester. That's 45 hours. A typical game jam lasts 48 hours. So you can get as much learning as an entire course in a very short period of time. And game jams are generally really fun. Most people who do a game jam report that they enjoyed it, that they want to do it again, that they would recommend this for their friends. So game jams are just a great tool for learning all kinds of skills. But when we're talking about game jams specifically for minors, for people who are 12 to 17, for example, that presents an additional challenge because many people in that age range don't have experience. Not all of them have made games before. With a typical game jam that involves people of all ages, you might have some people who are entirely new, some people who are veterans, and you can get a fair amount of mentoring going on. But if everyone coming to an event has no experience whatsoever, then you really want to give people some form of training ahead of time, just so people feel a little bit confident to try new things. It doesn't mean that you need to get everyone who's attending a game jam to expert level proficiency. That would take years. But you at least want to get them from 0 to at least feeling confident enough to try. Because one of the magical things about game jams is that once people actually start making games, they find that they are actually a lot more powerful and a lot more able to do this than they thought. So you really want to get people to at least a place where they are willing to start. And then once they do that and start making games, they'll find that everyone learns really, really fast because you have to, because it's such a short period of time that people will learn as they go exactly what they need to as they need to learn it. So if we want to get a bunch of people ready to jam, we want to help you with this. And so we created this site for you, for educators. This is a toolkit for educators. It's not meant to teach kids how to make games. It's meant to teach teachers how to teach kids how to make games. And we do this through a series of short videos, suggestions for exercises, and other curriculum. We do this because, maybe you're a teacher, but maybe you're not an experienced game developer. And you might not know how to make games. Or even if you are a game developer, most people who have made games before don't know all of game development. You might be an expert level game programmer, but that doesn't necessarily mean you know anything about audio. And that's okay. We are here to help and support you. And our goal, again, is to get you to the point where you can teach these kids enough to get them started. And if you're not an educator and you're watching this video, well, we're glad to have you too. Just keep in mind that our target audience is educators and that all of the content on the site is made with them in mind. So you might be, kind of translating that over to, if you're a parent, if you're, or if you're just a teenager or someone else who's looking to learn a little bit of game development. That these videos aren't necessarily meant for that audience, but that's okay. The content is still there. And I want one final note, which is that this is not a completed site. This is what we might call an open beta. We're not covering everything here. This is an experimental event that has not been done before at this scale. This is an experimental website, so not everything that you see here is going to be perfect. Our goal for this first iteration, this very first opening, is just to cover the smallest amount of material that we think you will need to be able to teach people how to make games, how to make their first game in a game jam. And as we get feedback, we'll add more content later and we'll learn more about how to refine this to make it more effective. So if you're looking for an established program that has proven results on exactly how to teach games to youth, this is not that. You might want to come back in a couple of years. We'll probably have something a lot better. But if you're ready to take this journey with us now and get it on the ground floor of a groundbreaking new game creation event, then we're happy to have you. Welcome to GGJ Next.